Today we will do about the rules to be followed at the workplace. Whether junior, senior, these are common rules. Number one is that we got to be self-motivated. Because nobody will come to motivate you. Nobody will say, come on man, get this done or do this or do that. You have to be self-motivated. Though managers should be motivating their team, but theory is different and practical is different. Number two, you got to be an expert on something. Don't be a jack of all trades. Be master of one skill so that wherever you go, you will always be required. You'll always be wanted by people because that specific skill only you know. Right?
Okay.
Be visible. You may be working very, very hard, but no one knows about you. That's a problem. You may be working sort of average, but people know, then things will work positively for you. So you got to be visible at the workplace. You need to connect with relevant people. If you know people, those people should be relevant in the organization. Otherwise, there's no point. Because when you know relevant people, then only things will work for you. You got to keep learning and growing continuously. Never you say that I have had enough. There's no further learning required. If you reach that situation when you think that yes, I know enough, then you start your stagnation. Be a value creator. You got to create value. Otherwise, simply working and doing tasks and assignments which have no relevance will not carry much weight. Those tasks and assignments will not push you up the corporate ladder. But if you build a reputation of being a value creator, means you're doing tasks and assignments and projects that is generating revenue for the organization, or that is enhancing customer service, etc., where it is making a dynamic effect on the organization, an impactful effect, then it is good. So be a value creator. Think outside in. Normally people think inside out. Now what do you mean by think outside in? Inside out means you
Inside out is what we know, we are just applying that in.
हाँ, you decide the product, आपने product बना लिया, and you just start selling it to the customers. But when you are doing outside in, you take the customer's opinion before finalizing the product, which makes more sense. Right? Be emotionally intelligent. Emotions play a vital role in organization. You might get angry, you might get irritated, frustrated, depressed. Too many emotions come into play at the workplace. So you got to be emotionally intelligent. You should know when to use your emotion. Right? Know how to manage your manager. It goes without saying, you don't have to bootlick, you don't have to do chamchagiri and chaplusi. Let it be for unprofessionals. But as a professional, you got to know how to manage your manager, because if you do not know how to manage the manager, then only 50% you will be able to perform. You're doing your work, but the reward that you need to get for it will only come if you're able to manage the manager.
Manager.
And finally, which is a very, very powerful technique or tool you can say, is visualizing. Most of us spend time in visualizing what we don't want. Job चला जाएगा तो क्या होगा? What if my manager calls and shouts at me? Oh no, I cannot do this. What if I am not able to make the presentation properly? These kind of all negative visualization we'll keep on doing throughout the day. Imagine if we start visualizing what we want, how successful we can be. So, for example, if you're aiming to own a luxury car, so keep on visualizing, keep on imagining that you're driving that car. The more you visualize about it, the more you'll get to believe in it. And once you start believing in it, then you can transform that into reality.